All right, all right. Welcome back to More FLA Homes. If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian Clay. Alongside me is one of our real estate rock stars, Dan the Man. How are you?
Great, great. Yourself? Just weather's good here in Florida. Things are getting nicer.
Man, things are getting nicer. Now, you told me something, the most exclusive community in Lakewood Ranch. I'm pretty sure there's people out there that are like, okay, I love Lakewood Ranch. Like, I wonder what the most exclusive community in Lakewood Ranch could be. Take them home.
Yes, yes. We do get. And we've been talking a lot about Lakewood Ranch, and sometimes you want to know how, what's the least expensive I can get into Lakewood Ranch, and we talk about that sometimes. But then you also say, give me the best, the best of the best, and
Mm-hmm.
this is the by far most exclusive neighborhood you can get in Lakewood Ranch. There's other communities in on Siesta Key and stuff like that, but by far this is the most exclusive. We just did it. Our team just did a closing in there that we talked about. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about today. The construction in there, but unfortunately, they just sold the last lot in here. But there's some opportunities in here that are still amazing because if you want to get in this community, this is the only place that you can get the most exclusive in Lakewood Ranch. I mean, you say Lake Club, Lakewood Ranch, they're like, oh, it sets yourself apart. There's no doubt.
Let me show everybody this map that we have here. So here's Lakewood Ranch, and really quickly, don't mind all the little golf course stuff. We're going to talk about that here in a second.
Yeah.
But this is the location of the Lake Club. Now, tell me about this location. What are the pros, cons to living in this section besides being in the gates of the Lake Club?
Right. So you do have that gated community, which is another wonderful thing. You're in a Manatee County part. You're just north of that border line. Again, you have all the new shops out here too. So you're very close to that Benderson Park when you go straight down to that big lake there on the map, all the way to the far left there. That big map is all the shopping, a little more over right there. So
Yay.
that's the UTC Mall area, right? And then all the little dots that we discussed. Let's really help people understand the location. This is all the golf communities right next to you here in Lakewood Ranch. Half of them are private, half of them are access to the public, and then all the blue spots and everything is there. So still have the amazing location of Lakewood Ranch. Getting to the beaches. When you're looking at high end communities, you want to know where's the yacht dealers, where's the marinas. That's all the orange dots there. Those are all the places you're going to go get your yachts fixed and your boats fixed, and get rentals for nice high end boats. If you want to go for rentals and take the family out, they're right there. And then all the purple spots there are all your key beaches, the main beaches that people think about when they come to the Sarasota, Bradenton area. And Lakewood Ranch is still, you're only 25 minutes to all that stuff.
If you guys want that map, make sure you send us a text or an email, team@morefla.com, and we can get that over to you. Dan, all right, so let's hop into this. So they're totally sold out. This is John Cannon, right?
So the thing about this neighborhood is exclusively owned to six builders. Now, John Cannon is one of the builders that we work with, but there's only six builders in there, and we can give you that names. I mean, you got Anchor Builders, Arthur Ruttenberg, John Cannon, Lee Weatherington, Murray Homes, and Stock Homes.
Okay.
And so that's six custom builders. They're all custom.
Gotcha. So level 4. Now,
Yeah.
you were saying something about it being closed out or closing out or coming to an end. Like, where are we at with that? Are there still some lots left?
So they just in the past couple of months, they just sold the last couple of lots, but there is 3 or 4 lots that are owned by private owners in there that I know we can reach out to because we have a direct connection with most of the builders.
Okay.
And then actually the property we're going to look at was one that has just closed for John Cannon in the past year or so, but the gentleman never moved in it. So you have a brand new 5,000 square foot house that they let us in to come see and shoot because of our team, and they know us. And they said, you guys need to come shoot this house because we're putting it on market, never been lived in, and it's $5 million. So,
So everybody
so
hold tight for that tour. This is it right here. I just want to
yeah,
get some finishing touches on this community. So what
yep,
about, fees,
yep.
amenities, that sort of thing?
Yep. So you have the full amenities, the restaurant, and actually for a neighborhood this exclusive, it's amazing. So your price point in here, say that maybe this one house we're going to show you is not perfect.
Okay.
The least expensive home in here is 1.9 million.
Okay.
Okay. Right now in the market, there is about 13 homes in there that we just pulled up the listings. There's 13 homes available to buy, 1.9 to $6 million. Out of those 14, that's the price range, and we hit everything in between. Some in the twos, some in threes, a couple in the fives and sixes.
Okay.
The HOA fees are only $600 a month to be in here,
Oh, nice.
but your CDDs are $230. Again, only putting you about $830 because this community is older. It started 15, 17 years ago. Look at that house right there. That's one house.
Oh my God,
That
that looks like the
that is
amenity center. I was gonna say,
that is
tell me
one
what's in
house.
the clubhouse. Okay, cool.
So the clubhouse does have the gym, the pool area, the extra people to do all the events,
Okay,
spa, restaurant, bar, pool room, all that stuff is there in the clubhouse.
and
We
this
couldn't
is
get a
this
lot
is
of
not
access.
the clubhouse, right?
No, that is a house.
Okay, gotcha. Just so everybody
That is
knows
a
out
house.
there. Very nice. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure the size of this one's going to put the 5,000 square foot one to shame. But I have to tell
Yeah.
everybody, fully custom home, done by somebody, being sold on the resale market, but a brand new home. It is absolutely gorgeous from what I
Yep.
saw. I'm interested in taking a tour of it. Anything
Yeah.
else about the community that we need to touch on before we take a look at this home?
No, I think just reaching out to the team because every neighborhood is all about how it makes you feel, right?
Yeah.
And being the most exclusive, coming in here, and what I love, it has the mature trees, and there's so many different things going on in the community. You really kind of have to come and feel because Stockholm's built the last section of these. This has been built for the past 15, 16 years. Stockholm came in and bought the last sections, put their homes in, but you can really these are all unique, right? I mean, a
Yeah,
lot of neighborhoods you go,
exactly.
everything's the same. These are all
Exactly.
unique, different homes. You got to get the vibe of the house,
For sure.
and this neighborhood does it. So, this is something
100%, man.
special.
Yeah, I could tell it's something special. It feels special. So let's take a look at what we have here. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, you were
Hmm.
saying, what's the asking price of this home right now? And it
So
would be
they're
the bedroom,
asking,
bathroom.
yeah, they're asking 5.2 for this home, $5.2 million, and it's 46, almost 4,700 square feet. A lot of custom work was done in this home. So, I think that's what these doors are custom. These windows are custom. They had, steel guys come in and make these door custom. All the
Look at
features have
this.
been, they had different people come and do things. They built that wine cellar
Very
custom,
nice.
different. It wasn't like buy this home, get this choice. They had somebody come in and put this thing in.
Yeah.
Um,
And if somebody were to reach out to us, by the way, best way to reach out to us, email team@morefile.com, and were to say, hey, Dan, I want to take a look at this home. How easy is it to set up? Because this is not a model home. Would you be able to, is it on the market
yeah,
right now for them to tour?
it is on market right now. And like I said, I know the gentleman that was the contractor for John Cannon did it. We have easy access to it. Um, but yeah, not a problem. We get them in there. We just need about 24 hours notice.
Okay.
And then, a lot of times these homes, they recommend that the listing agent and the builder come, they gave us access to get it anytime we'd like.
Very nice. There you have it, people. If you have any questions about it, make sure you send us an email or a text. Okay, so holy cow.
2 bathrooms in this place.
Look
Two,
at
not
this.
one, two, his and hers bathrooms. So this is one of 2 bathrooms in the primary suite.
Dude, this
So,
is this is incredible. Very, very
custom
nice.
custom wood, single sink there, a nice tub over here to the other side. And then, you have a separate shower that looks out into your little bitty courtyard just for the primary suite.
Yeah.
They have a little outdoor shower right outside that window also. And
Gorgeous.
that gate goes back to the pool area if you want to walk around and take your own private shower in the outside. And then you're going back, and this is just the first closet.
Mm.
One closet comes in there. Um, Amazing. And then, when we come out of this closet, you're going to go into a second smaller, I say his and hers. I mean, it could be the other way around, but it just seems like that's the way things work.
Sure.
Down the hall here to the left, there's another small bathroom right here, full bathroom, full
Okay.
closet, everything here, all in the same primary suite. So,
Oh, this is
some people
all
like
in the primary still.
this is all in the primary suite. Yeah, this is
Gotcha.
before you get out of the primary suite. This is all in there. So there's 2 bathrooms, so people can get ready separately,
Sure.
and a separate closet right here also. Um, but
Now,
again, it's lifestyle, right? You're getting anything you want. This is the way they
of
felt their
course,
lifestyle was going to go.
100%. Now, for the person that built the home and now selling the home,
Mhm.
and I know this is kind of off subject of the home
Yeah.
itself, but like why? Like, did they just not want to move down here, or was that the
So
game plan to kind of build and sell?
yeah, so when talking to the builder and the gentleman that's representing this home, they originally bought it. They were going to have as a place to come. They own some businesses out on the West Coast, and as life kind of went on in the family, they decided they weren't going to use the house.
Okay.
So a lot of the stuff got completed, and they have
Hmm.
several other homes. They thought this was going to be their summer home in Florida or this winter home in Florida, but they decided to change plans, and
Okay.
so they just turned around and called the builder and said, "Can you please, go ahead and put it on market?" he paid cash for it, so he's just like, just sell it, and then we'll find some other opportunities. You know,
Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous.
so double
Now,
kitchen here.
we could probably get them a spec sheet, right? It's that new if they
Absolutely.
need it, right? With
Yeah,
all
I
the
can get all the
finishes in it.
spec sheets, no problem. Double kitchen here, like a chef's kitchen, where you can
Hmm.
shut that door, put the slider, and then you can have your chefs cook while they're entertaining. Separate gas stove and everything here. And then, as you see, you got two doors, a separate fridge. You come out the other side, there's a stove on that side also.
Very nice, dude.
Again, they
Gorgeous.
planned it for a specific lifestyle of
Sure.
entertaining.
Absolutely. Yeah, which I'm
You
an
know,
entertainer, Dan. I haven't made it to the level of like my chef cooking for me yet, but I
right?
I actually fun fact for everybody, I love to cook and entertain myself. I love to cook myself. I think I'm a chef in my mind when I'm in my
You and me
kitchen. So
both. You and me both. I think my wife married me for my cooking.
good.
So,
Good, good, good. And I'm
double
interested in
laundry.
seeing what the lot is, and I saw some water flickering, so I know we're going to get to a pool as well. So we'll get there.
Yeah, yeah, I have a nice pool. This only being 3 bedrooms with a den. They had the choice of 4 or 5 bedrooms, but they elected to make it 3 bedrooms. They have a bonus room, so it's 3 bedrooms, bonus room,
Okay.
4.5 baths, um, and then they still have an office. So we
Okay.
we passed the office and a dining room when we were coming in, and then this also has the 3-car garage, I believe, that is right down the hallway here, and a butler's entry out there. That door right to the left takes you out to the driveway. I didn't get the car thrown in. We tried, but they wouldn't throw the car in.
You
Alfa
never know. Reach
Romeo.
out to us. We can figure something out for you guys.
I think for the right price, we can get everything done for you. That's not a problem. And then you're heading through the kitchen here, and
Now,
yeah,
let me
gorgeous
ask you this
pool
on the
area.
kitchen. Does this roll up? Do you know this
What's that?
this little window right here? Does this
So
roll
they
up?
they actually had some blinds. That's a solid piece. They
Okay.
actually had a blind that slid down when they were using for closing. I mean, for like parties, so you
Gotcha.
could set off the kitchen. But they took the blind down when they were doing some. They had to replace that window.
Yeah.
So again, nobody's lived in it. There was a little crack. They felt they replaced the whole piece.
Now, technically, is this the only move-in ready new home inside of this community right now? I mean, obviously, there's
Yes.
probably some homes for sale, ready to go that are on the
There's
resale
other
market.
homes. This is the only new one in there that's never been lived in that's for
Mm,
sale in this community. And you saw
gotcha.
how those pockets opened. We had the
Yeah.
contractor there open the pockets, so it all opens up full. Really nice. And then you got this last bedroom bath, and then it goes back into this bonus room area, which those sliders open up. You've seen those corner
Sure.
sliders,
Mm-hmm.
and that opens that whole area up, you know, um, to entertaining.
It's
So
kind of a panoramic view, man. This is
absolutely.
gorgeous, man. And it looks like the yard is endless for some weird reason. Is there like what's going on with the lot?
So the lot does go back to kind of like a little lake area.
Okay.
We do have drone shots if people need it. Something, but it goes back a little further. These aren't big, huge, massive acre lots in this community. Now, some of the older houses have some bigger lots. As you saw,
Okay.
that big house with like 14,000 square feet. This one does have less than a quarter, but it goes back a good little distance there if you want to have your dogs back there or pets or
Dude,
kids.
this
Yeah,
right
this
here is like living. I'm telling
it
you right
is.
now, I just see trees and kind of like land over
There's
here. I don't
nothing
know.
behind you,
Gotcha,
nothing
dude.
behind you except that, and then a little lake in the back, and then even around those areas, I think there's I might see it in a minute, but it's the outdoor kitchen. It's really designed to entertain and have family and gathering time. I know the people that were buying this home were very family oriented. They designed it around having people to have gathering time, and I think that really shows.
Very, very nice. Hey, listen, I think that is an absolute. First of all, the exclusivity of this community.
Yeah,
Mwah, you gotta have it, right? But
yeah,
that home was well designed, and for it to only be a 3 bedroom with a den, right?
yeah.
That is like that. That's a gorgeous home. Well done. Love it. Absolutely
And
love
we
it.
know the area. I know we can work on that price. I mean, I really do know the numbers in these neighborhoods, and I think we got a lot of room to work there. And I think if somebody was real interested in reaching out to the team,
Yep.
I think that we could get them in and really make a good deal out of that house.
Yeah, if you want more information or a private tour or even a virtual tour with a little more detail, you want us to open some cabinetry, walk outside, send you some
Yeah,
drone shots, driving tour, look at the neighbors' homes, all of that stuff, send us an email or text team@morefla.com. We can get that to you. The very next step after we get the negotiations done, which Dan is pretty confident that we can get it done.
Yep.
is then locking in the quality of the home. Now it's a brand new construction home. It hasn't been lived in. What year was it? Last year that it closed? That it
Yeah, last
was
year finished up. Yep, yep.
okay.
So
Cool.
we're 2024.
So we'd have to get the inspections done and all of that good stuff, but we're built for that kind of stuff. So make sure you reach out to us. Damn, Dan, I like that. That was
Yeah,
good, man.
that's a look at the size of these houses. I mean, they're just estates. They're all estates. And our team, we just had one close in there. You and me talked about it. It took us almost 3 years to get it done. We were there for all the inspections. We probably had 23 builders, inspection times, Zoom calls, virtual calls with people. And
Yeah.
so we know the community. I love the builder. The builder is great to work with. And but we really understand the area. So I'm excited to get people to live here because I mean, just this area is just getting better. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we were on our live last week. You would have been proud of me, or maybe you wouldn't have been proud of me. Somebody asked a question in our live. They were like, Lake Nona, which is in Orlando,
Yep.
or Lakewood Ranch, right? And the way that I can describe the two, Lake Nona's kind of up and coming, is still spread out. Lakewood Ranch is so seasoned, and it just reminds me of that American dream community, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody knows each other, and the fact that you have this exclusive pocket inside of that community is second to none. Now, doesn't matter if it's this home or any other community. If you have questions or if you want somebody to educate you a little more or even start to represent you on any home, make sure you reach out to us. Send us an email, team@morefla.com. Anything else, Dan, before we hop off?
No, just like I said, we're here to help you guys, and reach out, and we're love it. We love this. We do it every day.
Let's do it. If you made it this far, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? Catch you guys on the next one.